We're talking about rabbit, and I don't mean the animal. Welcome back to the channel. I am Cody with the Shoe In With Cody, and we got ourselves a good one. Today I am talking about 3 pieces from rabbit, and I've been putting these things through the ringer, and I got a lot to say about them. I plan on doing a deep dive into each item, how they performed, how did they fit me, and how would I use them if I were you. Now, before I dive into my review, I do want to point out one thing. All of these items right here were sent to me by Rabbit, but they'll have no say or an opinion on what I put in these reviews. This is all 100% my opinion. I also want to do one thing. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? No? Why not? Hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. You know you want to. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it absolutely helps the channel. Now sit back, relax, and let's talk about rabbit. First item up, and is probably my favorite, it is the Shredsters. So you're probably like, Cody, what's a Shredster? Follow me here. Rabbit had a pair of shorts called the Shredders. It was a pair of ultra shorts that had a lot of pockets. And then they had something called the Speedsters, which was a half tight meant for running. They had a baby, and you got the Shredsters. These things are freaking awesome. The number one thing I love about these are the pockets. You have a pocket in the front, pocket in the back, these little pockets on the waist. You have a zipper pocket for a phone. It handles an iPhone perfectly fine. And you have 2 side pockets on both sides. So you are talking about pockets galore. On runs that I've done, this is what I've been holding. I hold a water bottle in the front, no bouncing at all. Sometimes the Shredders had bouncing, just the Shredsters, no bounce at all. A iPhone in the back, a GoPro when I'm carrying it, I'll put it in there while I'm running too, gels, salt tabs, and sometimes I take my shirt off and I put it in there. That's all holding in here. Best part about it is it's not bouncing, it's not causing chafing at all. It just stores everything and I just cruise for miles. The materials they are using are definitely a nice spandex. In my opinion, they are a more relaxed spandex, if that makes sense, because they're not so tight. Where these, I definitely breathe. I just took them out on some multiple long runs, and they definitely get the job done. I had no chafing at all, and that is huge for me. Sometimes with half tights, especially half tights with no kind of liner in it, I might get a little chafing. No issues at all, especially in the heat. I went with a men's small and they fit me perfectly. I'm a small in a lot of other brands. These right here, again, they just got the job done. These are also going to cost you $70, which I think is a freaking steal. I think if you're roads or trails, doesn't matter. These can get the job done. If I were running an ultra marathon and I didn't want to wear a pack, these would be perfect. During my marathon training and potentially my marathon, these are perfect because on a lot of these runs, you're carrying a ton of things, and it's nice when I don't need to carry a pack because then you just get overheated. Again, the Shredsters, definitely one of the newer half tights out there on the market by Rabbit, and I think a lot of you should be checking these out. The next item up is the High Country button-up shirt from Rabbit. This, I gotta say, I'm gonna put in 2 different categories. During the run and post-run. For the run, this thing is really nice. It actually does a really nice job with just handling most of my sweat, and it looks really good. I get no chafing at all. That's a huge thing. So I was a little worried with a button-up on there. Again, I wear button-ups for work, button-ups on the roads. I didn't necessarily think that's going to be something I'd be into, but I absolutely love it, and I think Rabbit definitely has figured it out. I find this shirt to be very breathable. I mean, you have ventilation all in the back. It's really hard to see. You might be able to see it. Ventilation, the materials they're using, again, you know, on the sides, it just breathes really, really well. You can wear a pack on top of it. You're not going to get chafing here, and the materials are not being destroyed. One thing I do want to point out, I think if it's in the heat wave, you might want to pass on this one. Now, I like wearing a shirt a lot of times when it's hot out for the pure fact I don't want to get sunburned. I wore this out on a run, and we're talking about it was muggy, it was hot, and I was drenched in sweat. This thing stuck to me. like I was wearing a spandex outfit. So again, I think cooler temperatures, when it's not terribly like heat wave temperatures, this shirt is perfect. I think if you're going to be wearing this, when it's crazy hot out, just be ready for it to be like sticking to you. It handles sweat good. I don't know if it handles it great. Let me put it there. I went with a size medium, and it definitely feels like a medium. This is a one. I've had a couple different high country shirts from Rabbit. I feel like their sizing is all over the place a little bit with it. The newest version, the medium fits like a medium. Previous versions, I had to go down a size. I went with a small, and I'm glad I did, but because again, I want it to fit me nicely. I don't want it too baggy, and I don't want it too tight. And I found the previous mediums were too baggy, and a small fit me perfectly. This one, again, is a men's medium, and I think it fits perfectly. So in previous versions, if you got a small, because the medium was too big, you're gonna have to figure that whole sizing out. I do want to point that out. The other thing I want to point in this, I love this for going out to activities with my family. I wore this to family barbecues. I wore this to going to the concert, to the park with my kids, going to Starbucks. It looks fantastic and it handles my sweat. One thing about summertime is when you want to look good at the family barbecue, but when some of the dress shirts that you wear, the materials, after a while you start soaking up the sweat and it's just uncomfortable. Again, the high country shirt, I think it nails it for the run, especially when it's a little bit not terribly hot, and absolutely for the family barbecue. All right, the last item I'm going to talk about is something that not necessarily for the run, but it's a lot for the hiking and definitely for hanging out with the family. It's the high country shorts. These things are freaking awesome. I'm living in them this summer. Again, I'm wearing this in the high country shirt for barbecues with the family, going out with the family, going on long hikes with the pup. These things are just freaking awesome. I love the pockets. I mean, you have a pocket here, you got a pocket here, you got pockets in the back. I mean, there's non-stop pockets, and that's just freaking awesome. When I'm going out with my kids, if you're a parent and you have kids, you know they're constantly handing you things, and if you don't have the right amount of pockets, it kind of sucks for you. These shorts definitely, again, hitting the mark for the materials they're using. They're breathable. They're a little bit more relaxed fit, which is kind of nice for, again, when you're getting on the ground with the kids. It's definitely more of like a spandexy kind of feel. So again, you're not going to feel restrictive, and it gets the job done. The coolest thing about these shorts are it has a liner in it. It's a great liner, but that's not the cool part. It also is you zipper it down like a regular pair of shorts. So they created the liner to attach to the zipper. I don't know if you all can see that on camera. This thing's freaking awesome. I love having a liner in my shorts, especially when I'm going for hiking, so I don't have to figure out the other type of compression shorts. But I also like that this has a zipper for, when you need to use the restroom. I did not know how they were going to combine the two, a liner and an actual pair of shorts, but I think Rabbit knocked it out of the park. I think, again, if you're looking for a pair of hiking shorts, these are really nice, mainly because of the pockets and the material, not really restrictive. And if you're looking for a pair of shorts that can get the job done, to be active, as well as going to a barbecue with the family, yeah, the high country shorts are freaking awesome. So there you have it. Those are the 3 pieces Rabbit sent me. Again, all 3 of them are freaking awesome. I do find these 2 items, the high country, to be more like athleisure. They're really nice. They feel great, doing the activity, hiking and or running, but definitely more athleisure. So keep that in mind when you are buying them. But the Shredsters, I'm telling y'all, put this on your list. Put this on your list of half tights you want to try. You're not going to regret it. This is the gem of the items they sent me. I'm wearing them for my marathon training, and you definitely don't want to miss these ones. Now I'm going to kick it back to y'all. Have you tried any of these items from Rabbit? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Why? Let me know. And if you haven't tried any of these, what's holding you back? Let me know what I can answer for you. And thanks again for watching this review. And before you leave, remember, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you all out on the run.